impromptu live, and it's not really based on what I've been doing recently, but I'm doing it because my mom kind of like compelled me to do it, as both of us kind of share the same frustration. So we're going to talk a little bit about healthcare in this country, including vet care, how it affects us, why we should be moving towards Medicare for all or universal healthcare, and what the current status is doing for American people. So this has been a tough week for me altogether, for us as a family, and everybody in Puerto Rico. You know, you guys know the situation, y a toda mi gente en Puerto Rico, las oraciones están con ustedes, para la salud y pronta recuperación, ya lo saben. So anyhow, again, so my family this last couple of days have been going through a lot, extended family and immediate. And I have one of my cousins that had a surgery, and thank goodness everything went well. But it's so sad that everything takes so long to be diagnosed, that something that could be as simple as a lifestyle change becomes this huge bill that most of us cannot pay, right? And that includes myself. So this week, I got a call from my gastroenterologist, my stomach doctor, and they wanted to do a colonoscopy and an endoscopy with several biopsies included. Now, I've been waiting for this for months. Let's just start there. You need 20 different hoops to even get approved to get the study that you need. And down here in North Carolina, I don't know what is going on with the healthcare down here. I don't know if they are lazy or what is going on altogether, but most of the places have issues with insurance. Most of the places have extremely long waiting lists, which is one of the things that drew me away from Puerto Rico. And doctors' offices close at 4 p.m. on Friday. They don't open weekends. They rarely have late hours. So that's kind of like the situation down here in the South. But then you go into your insurance. I pay private insurance through my employer, and it comes up to over $170 per paycheck for Blue Cross Blue Shield PPO administrators. Now, this is one of the insurance that has the lowest deductible, and it is still a $3,500 deductible before they cover anything else. Now, mind you, if you are a fairly healthy individual, it is rare that you're going to hit that deductible. If you are like me and you have some health issues, you might reach the deductible fairly quick, but then your copays and the prior authorization and every other block they put in your way prevent you from being proactive about your health. I still got my colonoscopy and my endoscopy done, and I'm praying for good news and good results. They did find certain things that were abnormal. They found a polyp, which is like a miniature tumor, and they removed it, and they're gonna test it. But I was almost, the only reason I didn't cancel this appointment is because my mother was like, hey, your health has to come first, and the money will come. You want to know my responsibility? Even paying my private insurance, my very expensive, very good private insurance, my responsibility, my copay for this study, and they were asking for this money upon arrival, upon check-in for the procedure, would have been almost $4,500. I lived almost in what's considered poverty. Um, I manage a house for autistic individuals, and I make less than $30,000 a year. So yes, I I don't have the money to be paying for $4,500 studies. And it's across the board in healthcare. Everybody's out for greed. And that is just so frustrating. My cat happened to get sick this week as well. We just got out of the vet, and this is a vet that takes his insurance and has a very comprehensive plan, and they have a bunch of different vouchers and tools to help you. But his routine exam with blood work and everything else just came up to over $300. And this is not an illness, this is just a routine wellness check exam. And I'm not knocking on the vet, because they did fantastic, but I just think in this country we need to wake up and stand up and kind of like shake the Republicans and Democrats propaganda that we cannot have universal health care. We need to stop being in fear. All of the other countries, all of the mega powers, all the other 7 global powers in the world, they all have universal health care, and it works well, and people love it, and you get what you need at the point of service, and it allows you to be proactive about your health care and maintain your quality of life, which in turn helps the economy, because if I can work for longer years, then I'm still contributing. But Americans don't see this way. They let the government scare them, and they feed into the propaganda. And we cannot continue to do that. There is over 60,000 people that pass away in this country because they have inappropriate insurance, or they have no coverage whatsoever. To the mermaid fairy, that says that you feel bad because I don't have any followers that are watching me right now. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Share, like, and subscribe if you can relate to what I'm talking about. The people will come. The subscribers will come. I'm not doing this to become an influencer. I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not trying to monetize. I'm just trying to build solidarity, build community, thrive. So I thank you for watching, and find 3 friends and tell them to check it out. But yeah, I just wanted to share with everybody that right now it took 6 months for me to get my study done. And now I have to live with the anxiety that I might have colon cancer, or I might have some other issue that could have been addressed if there weren't so many hoops to jump through when you need health care. Health care should never be a luxury. Nobody should be in a position to have to decide, am I gonna push this off and pray for the best, or do I get this done and I'm suffering on my pocket for the next couple of weeks? And again, this is across the board. This happened to me with my dental care. My dental care could have been approached and solved so much quicker if we would have had universal care. But every time I needed something done, it was thousands of dollars upon thousands of dollars. Right now, the last dentist that saw me, Dr. Mohandesi in Rockville, Maryland, they are amazing. I am so grateful for them. But they are part of a larger system that It cost me and my family over $20,000 for me to get implants and get my dental health care finally resolved, because every time we tried to do it incrementally, I couldn't afford the treatment. So obviously things kept getting worse. And then you come to a crisis point where you're pulling out resources that you don't have just to have some sort of quality of life. And that should never be the case. We should not continue to allow this. We need to stand up. We need to lean on each other. We need to build solidarity and community. People need to feel safe in going to a doctor, going to a hospital, and know that they don't have to declare bankruptcy or miss their mortgage payment or their rent or their food just because you're taking care of your health. That should not be the lifestyle. So again, if you relate to this, if you want to build community, if you want to join, please like, share, and subscribe these videos. The channel is dedicated mostly to healthcare. It is geared mostly to neurodivergent individuals, or those that are in very vulnerable communities and can't advocate for themselves. So again, I thank everybody, all of my subscribers so far, and anybody else that's watching. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. I'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye.